everyone and welcome to Travel Sticks. Now, before we tell you about the road from Balmaha to Aberfoyle via the West Higland Way and the Aberfoyle Way, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. It really does help us out quite a bit. Now you'll see that the first part that we did was go from Balmaha along the actual road, and then we turned into the fields and then into a bit of a tundra area, as you can see here, where it was quite wet and at certain points quite deeply wet as well. Well, it was quite an adventure, and at the end of this, let's say, somewhat intense part, we got to a beautiful looking tundra part, as you can see here, with beautiful flowers and actually a pretty nice view. And after that we got to the crossroad with the West Higland Way, which you can see here. We came from down there and we are now on the West Higland Way. Now there is a more, let's say, convenient or standard way to do this, and that is to go from Balmaha directly onto the West Highland Highway via, let's say, Conic Hill. And that way you can obviously, let's say, avoid all of the swampy parts and the tundra part. But then again, if you're into a little bit of adventure, why not, you know? So as you can see, the West Higland Way is a pretty popular hike. It is a very long hike of 154 kilometers. Thus, it usually takes around somewhere 6 to 9 days, depending on how much you can do in a day. For this part is actually pretty easy in that sense, in the sense that it's quite straight with a little bit of elevation, just going through all different kinds of foresty area. And the way we are going, we're essentially going to end up on a crossroads with the Aberfoyle Way, which is the next section of what we are going to do. So as we mentioned, you will eventually cross into the Aberfoyle Way, and that is what we did. We took the Aberfoyle Way, which is a hike of around 128 kilometers from Drummond to Pitlochry. Naturally, we didn't do the entire part, we just did the part going from Balmaha roughly to Aberfoyle. Now, as you can see here, one of the amazing things about this part that we did is the actual view. You can see quite a while out, and you have these beautiful green, brown, yellow colors together with a blue sky. So it was very enjoyable to walk there, and you know, given the calm that there is as well, there's quite a bit of time to do some reflection and just enjoy nature in general. Now, another cool thing about the part that we did of the Aberfoyle Way is that you actually get quite a few scenery changes. So the first example you can see here is that we went from this open fields, plains kind of feel into this part where you get more green, more trees, so a bit more of a foresty feel. Later on in the path, we also passed by this construction, as you can see. We were not entirely sure of what it was. Our guesses were that it was either some sort of a small train track or that it was pipes bringing fresh water to, let's say, somewhere else. If anyone knows what exactly it is, feel free to let us know in the comments down below. A small side note for if you're not well prepared, along the path there are also water holes where you can get fresh water to drink, and they are properly marked with these kinds of little poles, as you can see. Now, two more examples of scenery changes here, where we go from a light forest area into a deep dark forest area where you can literally smell the air change. It's amazing. And then the second is, once you exit this forest, you have your last stretch to Aberfoyle, which is then again more of a plains kind of feel. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll leave you with some of the pictures of our visit to the Fort Inn, where the food was actually quite amazing.